Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is for the week of January 28th, that's a Monday, to February 3rd, that's a Sunday. Okay, so let's jump right in. All right, so what I'm seeing for you, Scorpio, is that you may find yourself... Wait, first of all, is this reading for you or is it for another Scorpio? Let's check the significators and find out. Excuse me. What I'm seeing... Scorpio, is that you may find yourself in a position where you may have had a victory recently. You may have had a win. And because of that, you may have alienated some friends or opponents or just whatnot. It seems like you may have had a win of some sort, but all your friends are not talking to you. So, if that sounds, hearing Spirit say, that's it, that's right, yes! Now, I don't know if this is for you. If that doesn't sound like you, then maybe this isn't a reading for you this week, but feel free to still stay in, stick it in. Now, what I'm seeing is that you may have, alright, yeah, let's see. I feel that you have won some kind of victory where you are in competition with other people who you could have called friends. Even if they were opponents, they're your friends. And I'm not sure what you were competing for. It could be work-related or just whatnot. But I'm not seeing a relationship in here. Wow, the first reading where there's no relationship. I'm not seeing a relationship. I'm seeing some kind of competition. Now, I feel that maybe you may have taken advantage of some kind of information. Maybe you may have used some tactics that the others believe to be unfair. And like you only won because you cheated, like that kind of feeling. But I'm also seeing that there may be some validation in this, in that you may have, like sometimes there's a saying that just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? I'm not saying that you shouldn't have done whatever it is, because I'm not picking that up at this time, maybe later in the reading. But what I'm seeing is that some information came to you, and it could be that they're just sore because they didn't get that information, or they didn't follow it, or they didn't do or capitalize upon that. And let's be honest, maybe had they had the opportunity, they would have done the same thing. So what I'm seeing here is that I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 different people who are not very happy with you, and they've all collectively and individually decided to turn their backs on you. Even the second place winner, which is this guy, I'm seeing that what you did, or what tactic you took, may have rained down on other people's parades, so to speak. I'm seeing what it appears to me is like this bird being wet all over because they just got caught in the waterfall of what it is that you did. So anyway, long story short, this reading is for a Scorpio that finds himself or herself in a situation where there was recently some kind of competition in which they prevailed. They prevailed, and they're being hailed a victor, and they're getting rewards for that, whether it's certifications, acknowledgement, dinner, banquets, whatnot. Other people are recognizing you for what you've done. But meanwhile, these other people who you were who you were competing against or probably working with feel slighted. And I feel that maybe there is some merit to how you did things or what you did. I mean, we can't all be perfect, right? But who knows who's right? Was the objective to win, or was the objective to not use all the strategies you have to your disposal? Okay, I don't know. But what I'm seeing here is that it's like this comes across like your own personal saga and drama. If you take a look at this card, I know this is the World card, but I'm reading it intuitively, so I'm allowing the energy to superimpose itself and present me with information. What I'm seeing here is it's the saga as the world turns. This is what I'm feeling that you're going through. It's just this huge saga and never-ending drama of stuff that's going on with these other people. I see that you've definitely prevailed. You are the winner for whatever it is. You have been crowned king or queen, whatever this is. You're you're definitely being lauded, but I see that this is weighing quite heavily on you. I feel that you've been grieving a lot. I feel you're grieving the loss of these friendships, but if I may be honest, I'm feeling that what you're really grieving is your decision to have taken whatever action it is that you took. You know, sometimes we may have some intelligence that comes across our desk that will allow us to sink the battleships, the other battleships, because we got some information about their location and they don't even know that we have it. Now, the question is, do you take that information and sink their battleships, or do you hold on to it and do you try to win the war in some other way? In this case, using that analogy, I think that you would have sunk the battleships. And at the end of the day, I feel that you are just not okay with what you've done because you've lost your friends, but mostly because you feel that you didn't get to win. In your estimation, whether you're saying it or not, you feel like you didn't win fair and square, okay? And at the end of the day, we are the only ones who can judge. As Spirit is saying, they're agreeing with that's how you're feeling. You're the only one that can judge. Okay? So I see, in response to this winning, it is, I'm going to say empty victory. It's not empty in the physical sense because you're winning things and being lauded and maybe money and all of that stuff. Better reputation, certainly. But it's an empty victory because you may feel that you got there using, deceptive means, and you lost your friends because of that. And you four, if there are four of you involved, you four are the only ones who know about it, or you all know about it. And it's one of those things where no matter what happens in life, no matter how many accolades you get, you will always, anytime you look at them, you guys will always know the truth, right? Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. All right. I'm seeing that because of that, you are holding your wealth close to your chest. You're just holding things close to you. Like you're also, you may not mean to do this, but sometimes when we feel that we don't deserve something, we push it away. So in this case, what I'm seeing is you won. You won something. You're the winner. As far as the world's concerned, you're the winner. So you may be getting interviews, accolades, being lauded, being congratulated, but it's almost like you're kind of pushing them away, like, oh, no, it's not that big of a deal. No, guys, you really need to stop it. I didn't really do much. And that's because you have this idea that you didn't win fair and square, or that you weren't on the up and up when you were handling your business in the competition. And Spirit, every time I say that, Spirit is saying, yes, that's it. So I'm starting to believe that maybe you did use some kind of means to get the upper hand. Okay? I see here that you are, you're here with all of your riches and stuff, but you're not very happy with what you got. You won, but you're not very happy about it. So let's see what Spirit has to say about it. Let's see. They're saying that, on the one hand, you won. So they're saying to take pride in the fact that you do have a victory. Congratulate yourself, even though this victory is kind of like it may feel like an empty victory, or it may feel, like it wasn't 100% pure. They're saying you're still the winner, okay? Even though you feel like, it's not the same, I don't deserve this, or your name's still on the plaque, basically. So they're saying congratulate yourself for any hard work that you did put towards winning this, any ingenuity, any strength it took, any courage, because the way that Spirit looks at it is that, they look at everything, down to every minute, and no one is all good and no one is all bad, meaning even the worst people in the world have moments of kindness, even if it's only one or two a lifetime, and even the best people have their moments of cruelty, and so every single action is taken into consideration. So they're saying to congratulate yourself for what you have done and what you were able to do. They're also saying to release the chaos inside. This saga this drama, this back and forth and he said, she said, or this cold shoulder. I'm definitely seeing cold shoulder. I don't even know if they're talking to you right now. But it's still a saga. They're saying to let it go, release the chaos inside. Whatever you do now isn't going to change their perception. So why suffer? Don't keep going on like that. But I'm hearing your heart crying out as we're doing this, because this is keeping you up at night. I'm seeing here that you may feel that you may feel like you've embarrassed yourself in this situation. It's like, imagine being like the queen, or the king, and then everyone's like everyone is cheering you on, and you're the king and you're the queen by right. But then you look down and you realize you've soiled your pants and everyone's seeing that. I feel like that's how you feel. Like you feel like you didn't put your best foot forward and you're ashamed. That's the word. You're feeling ashamed about it. But Spirit is saying to make up your mind about this. Yes, you had choices, and yes, you made certain choices, but here you are now. And what choices are you going to make moving forward? Are you going to stay in despair and grieving, as they say, or are you going to use whatever new platform that you have now? Because it seems like you've raised in status for some reason. Whatever platform you have now, even if you have to go to bed every night saying, any action that I did today that was good, I do it for you guys. Even if that's what it is, and they never hear it here on this earthly plane, they will get it on the other side. That's just how it happens. And you would be doing the right thing. You'll be feeling better about yourself. You'll be able to move on. And yes, you may have alienated, let's say, 4 people. But think about, the millions of people, or the thousands, or the hundreds of people, or even that one other person that you can go forward now with your new platform and help. Okay? So please see this as just a life lesson, a learning lesson. I guess I just pulled this and these 2 cards just to get a little idea. These 2 people have their backs to you, right? Here's the lesson, there's still goodness, right? There's still goodness that can be accomplished even if you find yourself in the cold, left out in the cold. There's still goodness that can be accomplished. And they're doing their stuff elsewhere and you're doing your stuff elsewhere. Okay? Wow, I wish I could, give you more than that, but I think that was pretty good for your situation to just move forward and be awesome. And congratulations, So you just have to learn to move forward and forgive yourself. So, quick summary. I like doing summaries now, just to make it quick. Quick summary. You recently found yourself at an elevated social status. You may have won some competition or some job or whatnot, but deep in your heart you feel, and it feels like Spirit is acknowledging that, you feel that you may have compromised your relationship with your competitors / friends by engaging in deceptive behavior along the way. Maybe you took advantage of some kind of information that they weren't privy to, or you did something and that gave you a major advantage and you won as a result. I feel that these people are no longer speaking to you and you feel ashamed and it hurts you and it keeps you up at night. You're in grief about the situation. However, Spirit is saying that instead of stopping yourself from life, acknowledge the victories, small and big, that you have actually accomplished, the stuff that you did accomplish through your own might. And they're saying to, stop giving away your victories. If people want to congratulate you, say thank you and keep it pushing. Don't try to push it away because you don't feel you deserve it, because you did do some actions that were good, They're also saying that in order to really salvage everything, move forward with a conviction to serve anybody who comes to you for help. Use your new platform to do good out in the world. And that's what they're saying. Don't rob yourself of victories that belong to you. This is not to say to condone any deceptive behavior, but you were not all bad, is what they're saying. So acknowledge the good parts and the good actions. All right? So I think that's where that's a life lesson, they're saying. They're saying this is a life lesson. Oh yeah, thanks. I almost forgot to give you the life lesson in the summary. The lesson is you can still accomplish things even if no one's in your corner. Even if you're left out in the cold, you can still accomplish goodness. All right? Be strong. That's a life lesson. So you might have to work on that and keep going. Maybe if that's the life lesson, maybe you needed these conditions to come into being so that you can practice being strong when the world has seemed to turn its back on you. Now, maybe it's not the world, because I'm seeing not the world, but maybe your inner world, your friendships and your whatnot, okay? All right, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or would like to just see more of what I offer, please check the description box below. And feel free to press like if anything resonated, because I don't do comments, as you've noticed probably. So there's no way to know if any of this is hitting. And of course, if it doesn't resonate with you, that's not a reason to hit dislike. Just maybe you can check in next week and see if something works for you. All right, thanks. Bye.